Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Fatboy Diaries. I'm Gran, your resident Fatboy. Today we'll be talking about the difference between a Harry Potter fan and a JK Rowling fan. And people will be like, what, Cameron, those are the same thing. She wrote Harry Potter, how can you be one fan and not the other? The difference is a lot of Harry Potter fans are a fan of the world, and anything that's made in the world they love, no matter what it is. And then there's a JK Rowling fan who, unless she touches the thing that's being worked on, it's not something that you're a fan of because other things get other people's voices involved, and so therefore it becomes less and less a Harry Potter and more of a fan interpretation of Harry Potter. I'll say right out that I'm a JK Rowling fan, and so I just wanted to explain this because people are always like, Cameron, she read Harry Potter, you can't be one not the other, you read Harry Potter all the time, so you have to be a Harry Potter fan. And yes, to a point, I am a Harry Potter fan. I love the books, I love the movies, most of them. The reason why I call myself a JK Rowling fan, when I read the books, I was more drawn into to her writing style and how she phrased things and how she made things come across, and her ability to relay simple facts that at the end you realize are major facts that we glossed over because of the way that she writes, which not everybody can do that. Sometimes when you try to do a simple fact, people know, oh, that's going to be very important. Where a lot of times with her, it seemed like something that she was just adding in for color. Harry Potter is definitely a mystery series that people will always forget because it's a fantasy novel. So a lot of times things happen in the beginning of the books that are leading up to clues to what will happen at the end, which is why I'm a huge fan of the writing so much. If you read Sorcerer's Stone, the first time you read, you think it's going to be Snape because Snape's personality, the way that he treats Harry, the different clues that you've had with all the other characters that Snape's the villain. You get that because she does it so well with him becoming an unlikable character that when it's revealed in the Sorcerer's Stone that Quirrell's the one behind it, your first instinct is like, what? No, he's not. How could Quirrell? He stutters. He's not that strong. He doesn't come across as a villain, basically. On a second rereading, which is why I love her writing, is you can reread to find these clues. You realize, oh, the thing that was happening with Harry on his broomstick, Hermione, when she was running behind him, knocked him over, which is why Harry was saved. Those little hints add up over time, and that's one of the major reasons why I enjoy her writing so much, is because it's something that she's had in all her books. It's something she had in Casual Vacancy, it's something that she has in the Cormoran Strike novels, which she publishes under her pseudonym Robert Galbraith. It's one of the major reasons I enjoy reading her so much. It's also why I feel like she has such a huge draw, because she's so good about misdirection, like a magician. She does the trick without letting you know the trick is coming. I feel like people that are just Harry Potter fans are more a fan of the world. A lot of the stories I've read or shows I've seen that take place in Harry Potter, they don't have the same quality of trick balancing that I feel like JK Rowling has. That's why I consider myself a JK Rowling fan. One of my biggest heroes. That's why I have a love letter to JK Rowling. If you haven't seen it, you can definitely click on it at the end of this video. I'll attach it. It's just a thank you letter because Harry Potter means so much to me, which is probably why I'm a JK Rowling fan so much, is because the original ones really helped me escape from my own problems. And so when people try to tell me that these other things are coming out, or JK Rowling, no offense, I am not as huge of a fan of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child as everyone else might be, because the fact is that I personally can tell that JK Rowling was not 100% responsible for the entire script of that play, because there are loopholes, plot twists that JK Rowling I know for a fact would not have put in herself, and she compromised with the other writers to make them exist. A lot of the things that they're describing, I'm like, if JK Rowling had this intended, she would have included these plot things before, which is the only reason that I am not 100% on board with the Cursed Child. I'm hoping that when I have a chance to see it in person, that it will change my mind, because maybe when it plays cross stage, it might erase my own personal things against the script. I don't see how Harry and his son could get so distant. I get it because he's famous. There's that pull away, or Hermione's character. I don't understand how Hermione could ever become bitter to the point that she becomes angry, because in reality, when the first book came out, she was alone the entire time, and knowledge was her friend. And so the level of bitterness that they push Hermione towards the end of the play, one of the reincarnations, even without Harry or Ron, Hermione has always found strength and comfort in knowledge that she attains from books. And so that made me feel slightly less than, it was not as much of a JK Rowling ride than a convenient thing that the other writers wanted to do to really show the different timelines. Because I understand why it happens. I disagreed with to the extent that she goes, because of the fact is her personality I didn't feel lent that that way. But that's just my feelings. You guys can have other ones. That's it for this video. We will have more Harry Potter stuff coming out soon. We will have more Fantastic Beasts stuff coming out soon because I definitely want to lay out the whole Fantastic Beasts and where to find them things before the release of it on November 16th. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Make sure if you like the video, you can attach a little thumb button. You can also comment, and as always, you can subscribe. And if you want to be notified when I post more videos, have the little bell button on the bottom right hand side of the screen. Thank you guys so much. Bye. I'll see you next time.